at a website or a phone website which can be downloaded like an app onto your phone as well. I believe there's an Android app version coming. I will let you know as soon as it does, where you can find every movie and TV show. There's nothing more annoying than not knowing where to watch something. There's nothing more annoying than having to search through each streaming app to find out what you want to watch and where you want to watch it. And it's different around the world. Different countries have different apps, have different license, have different rules for it. And I'm going to show you one great website stroke app which can do it for you. Brilliant. So before we do that, make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe, check out some of our other sites and my other channels, and let's take a look at what I'm talking about. So today, the website is called Find Film, findfilm.com, where you can search movies and TV shows and it will tell you where you can do it. You can log in, you can select your streaming services if you only have so many, so it doesn't tell you ones where you can watch it for no reason. Initially, it will load up with loads of different films and programs, just a random selection. It'll tell you if it's available to stream or not. If it doesn't say available to stream in your location, it's not available to stream in your location. So you can try in different geolocations if you want a VPN, that sort of stuff. It's type in a film you want to watch, let's say Superman. You click on search, and it will show you all the different Superman films, and it will say whether it's available to stream or not, things like that. And what you can then do is you can click on it, and it will tell you which services are available to you in your country to stream it. Then you can follow through it and open up that streaming service. This is mainly built for people who want to officially stream, use the correct ways, not the third-party streams. They're not linked into this as of yet, but we will see what comes in the future. There is a couple of annoying pop-up ads do pop up while you're using it. Can be a bit annoying, but you can obviously click these and it will load through where you can watch it. And obviously same with the other platform as well, and it will take you through to there, and you'll get the results and it'll tell you how or where you can watch it, and different ones. There it is there. Obviously there's a paid one, so that's where you can rent it and buy it. And obviously you go back to your home. You have an option to bookmark it if you're on the website version, or on your phone it gives you the option. Let me see if I can show you. Let me find my phone. On your phone there, you'll see in the middle, I don't know if it'll focus in. Let me see if I can get it focused. Was it focused? It'll say install app, and you can download it like an app on your phone, which is really, really useful. Hopefully that was a really good one for you, and hopefully that's useful. Let's have a little look actually. Right, underneath, if you did need that VPN like I mentioned, that will be linked underneath. You can also check out squiffybet.ai, which is my new website for sports predictions, and all my giveaways are going to be on there soon, and they're going to be raffles which are free to enter. My old raffle system went wrong, but it all went wrong and we lost who the winners were, everything like that, so I've been developing a brand new raffle system so we can start giving back to you guys again. Brilliant. That will be on squiffybet.ai within the next 24 hours, but I'll let you all know on a separate video. My two channels, Doc Squiffy the main one, Doc Squiffy Quick Tips, check them all out. Search Doc Squiffy on all socials because we've had a few issues on some, but check out that website. I'll link it underneath, findfilm.com, and I'll see you on the next one. So, continuing our new theme, let's show you a great app for installing with free movies, live TV which actually works. I know there was a few issues on the last app we installed, so some live TV which actually works. It's 100% free. Movies, TV shows, a lot. Obviously, as always, you need to check the licensing in your country, whether you're allowed to watch it or not. Obviously, this app's been around for a long time, so I'm assuming they've got licenses for certain areas. That's why they're still around. So, before we get it installed, I'm going to ask you a few things. Make sure you hit that follow button if you're new here. Let me know your thoughts underneath once you've done it, and I'll make it as simple as possible. So to do it, you're going to need a downloader. Okay, so the downloader is here. Downloader is available for all of you, but to do it, I'm going to show you, for those who haven't got downloader, how to install downloader. A lot of words, downloader, at the end of the video. Okay, so if you need that part, watch through, and at the end you'll see how to install the downloader app. But I assume most of you have already got it. So what we will do, we will turn on our VPN. Obviously, if you're using any streaming apps, you should be using a VPN, whether they're official or unofficial. I don't know what apps you use. Use your VPN to keep yourself private online and your security from whatever these apps can be tracking using. Even official apps use your data and they sell it on. Okay, so we're going to go into downloader. And first of all, we're going to go to my website. Okay, so we type in here 75726. We're going to scroll down and we're going to click on go. Remember, I will show those who don't have downloader how to install it at the end of this video. This will load through to my website. And once here, we've got the new layout now. So you can either click on where it says streaming and it'll jump you straight down to streaming. Or if that button doesn't work, you just scroll down, okay? And you can go down to the streaming apps, live TV and streaming. There's loads in here. We are updating as we go. There's a few which we need to get rid of. And today we are doing UK Turks. Like I say, it's been around for a long, long time, but the latest update works very, very well. And all you have to do is click to download the UK Turks. If it doesn't work, because sometimes ads do trigger, click back and then you can do it again. So mine's downloading there and it's downloaded. So we can just click on install and it's that easy. You now have it on your device. We click done and then we click delete, okay? And delete again, because we don't want that install file on there once we've installed it. That just uses up space. Then that application will be on your device under the three squares and the plus, my apps, and you will find it here. And for those who've already got Downloader, we've done that in under 3 minutes, and that's with me rambling on. So you can then click it, open it, nice and simple, and it will open. I'm not going to go into any of the actual categories because the last thing I need is to be showing you things which might not be available in your country. Okay, so we've got loads of stuff here. Any flags or anything like that have been updated out of it. All there. This will explain all about it. It'll have its terms and conditions, whether you're allowed to use it or not. Check your own country's privacy and licensing laws and let me know what you think of it. The VPN is linked directly underneath. We've got a cracking deal for you if you want it. $2.19. If you want it in different prices, you can now click in the top corner. So it's £1.58 a month in the UK is the cheapest one we can get you. Euros, €1.97 is the cheapest we can get you. You know, and it's all in the correct language for you to make your life a little bit easier. That's how we work here. And $2.19 is the global sort of dollar price. So if you want that, I'll link that underneath. It's in the pinned comment, but if you can't find it, comment and we'll send you the link for it. Okay, for those of you who need Downloader, this Downloader app is available via your magnifying glass. So you go here, you search, type in Downloader, nice and easy. Do not click on this one. It keeps going straight to this. I'm going to do a video warning people because that is not the one you want. The one you want is this one. This orange one with the D on it. That logo only. So you click that, and obviously when you click it, it will give you the option to install it. Once you've got it installed, you need to then go to your settings. You go to My Fire TV, and you need to go into developer options. If you do not have developer options, you can click on About, and you click on the top option 7 times, and that will make you a developer. So when you go back, you now have this option. You can turn on ADB debugging and install unknown apps. You can turn it on for that downloader. Then follow the steps we've done from the beginning of the video. But the first time you open Downloader, make sure you accept any permissions. If you have not accepted the permissions, the app will not download. Okay, so make sure you accept the permissions because it does need file storage so we can download that app and install it. If it doesn't have access, it can't install it. It's that simple. Brilliant. And again, we've done all that in under 5.5 minutes. If you want to help me out and support me, get yourself a VPN if you need one via our link because we do get a small commission. Links are underneath. Let me know what you think of the app. Make sure you check your own licensing laws and read any disclaimers within the app. And I've been Dr. Squiffy. Thank you for watching. Hit that follow button and I'll see you soon. So let's take a look at an app which is classed as better than Netflix. Yes, that's what it's classed as. Has more content than Netflix. And guess what? It's 100% free. Brilliant. Before we get started into that though and taking a look around, remember, make sure you hit that follow button. That's how you stay up to date with all your streaming, whether it's Firestick related. I'm on a Firestick today. Whether it's streaming related, we'll be doing Android boxes, Roku boxes, all again coming soon. All again coming soon. So do not panic. And this app has so much content. And it's one of those apps which has more content different places around the world. So if you log in from a different geolocation or your country, you will find different films. Is it as up to date as Netflix? No. Does it have some good stuff on there? 100%. We can have a look in our categories. Here we go. So we could have a look at action. You can have a look at whatever sort of stuff you want. To be fair, if you log in on the American version, it has a lot more content. And obviously you can do that. Let me show you. If you go onto your whichever VPN you are using, change the location of it if you don't want to use, like if you don't want to get on a plane and travel to where you want to go to. So let me just pop myself to America. Always at the end of the list. Oh, close to the end. Let's connect to that. Okay, and let me just log ourselves back into the app, but I'm just going to force close it so it changes my location. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, we've changed location. We've got some different films in there. We've got some different stuff. Some stuff will be the same. Some stuff will be different. And that's what it's all right. I want to watch this. I completely forgot this was coming out. I might even watch that tonight. Anyway, so there's tons of films in there. Let me know if you've tried this app before. It's not going to be a long video. It's just to let you know, but it is available within your Firestick for free as well. So you don't need to sideload anything. So this will be good for anybody who may have ventured into one of those devices which you can't sideload on. You know, so what you're going to do is go to your search and you would type in Tubi, Tubi TV or Tubi TV, however you want to say it. Watch it all for free, from deep cuts to mainstream movies, shows and much more. Free forever. And people are going to say, well, that's not better than Netflix. But a quick Google search just tells us that Tubi currently has a larger content library than Netflix, claiming to have over 275,000 titles in its library. While Netflix is new, well, say smaller, but it does change more often. But there's a ton of stuff in Tubi, you just got to look around for it or search what you're looking for. So in summary, its possible selection of films and shows is larger. So to get the most out of it, in my eyes, you should be using a VPN anyway for your security and your safety. But if you want to change your location, comment underneath and I will send you this link. This will also be pinned under the link underneath, depending on what platform you're watching on, or you can just comment or message me or put a comment and I'll send it over to you. This is 83% off this offer, so you're not going to find any cheaper than that for a VPN with unlimited devices you can connect to it. So I've been Dr. Squiffy. Thank you all for watching. Real quick video tonight, and I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you hit that follow button. It's been a little while since I posted on this channel, and I'm back full time again now, do not worry, but I thought I'd come back with some news. So there's been a news article fresh out today. Major warning to Firestick users as world's largest illegal sports streaming platform is shut down. So it's not just a warning to Firestick users, but as you know, they like to use that in these articles. But that's fine. We'll go into the article, we'll take a look at it. Let's see what sounds real. Let's see what just sounds made up. And let's get your opinions on it. Quickly, before I do that, if you don't mind, hit that follow button. And while I have been away, I've been working on a brand new website. Okay? A website where you can get and use AI to get predictions on sporting outcomes. So you can go down, you've got your fixtures, your fantasy football, all results, but you can select your sport, you can put your teams in, and you can get a prediction, and it will use AI to predict it. So if you want to check the website out, I'll link that underneath as well. And I'll also link up the YouTube and TikTok for it. So you can follow along when I run predictions and we can see what comes true and try it out for yourself. So, back onto how we should be. Major warning to Firestick users as world's largest illegal sports streaming platform is shut down. Okay, dodgy stick users have been issued a warning. Not sure what it's got to do with dodgy stick users, but after the largest illegal sports streaming platform has been shut down. It's bad news for that one mate who boasts about being able to watch all the 3 PM blackout games. As you know, in the UK, there's 3 PM blackout, so they can't show 3 o'clock kickoffs on TV legally. It's been in there for years, and it's the right pain. It was introduced back in the 60s, there we go, to make fans actually go to these games. And now StreamEast, known as the world's largest sports streaming platform, I say that, I've never even heard of it personally, and I've been around for quite a while, maybe I've just forgotten, has been shut down after a year-long investigation. For years it has become a go-to destination for fans seeking free access to premium sporting events, Premier League, NFL, NBA and all that sort of stuff. And it reports that apparently ACE, Alliance for Creativity and Entertainment, they represent a lot of the big companies like Netflix, Amazon, Apple, said that an investigation with Egyptian law enforcement managed to compromise StreamEast's position. So I'm assuming the site was in Egypt. 2 men have been arrested and detained on suspicion of copyright, loads of cards, credit cards, and laundering revenue of up to nearly 5 million since 2010. So they aren't well out of it. And again, Normally what happens, it's not specifically the streaming site. This bit here, the laundering, is what they seem to get done for. The action swiftly dismantled what was once the largest illegal sports streaming operation in the world. So 2 men have been arrested at the minute. Apparently there was 1.6 billion visits with 80 domains over the past year. So that's a lot of hits, especially if they got ad revenue on there as well. Mr. Ace, chairman. Another great result for Ace, they say. The thing is, as we all know, normally what happens is this will shut down. Something new will come up. It's an ongoing battle for all of them now. They're trying hard. There's loads of things up about it. Look, punishments for dodgy Fire Sticks. That's not even a real Fire Stick remote they're using in their imaging. So it's very interesting. To me, it's just another big boast about some random streaming site when there'll be another one out there, no doubt, which can do the same thing. That's my opinion. You can let me know your thoughts underneath. As always, if you're streaming, it is worth staying safe online no matter what you're doing. Protect your identity, protect yourself, protect your privacy, and you can access different geolocations and safe access to all your big websites as well. Obviously, you have to have your subscriptions to those websites, but this will keep it safe online so they can't sell your information. Brilliant. That'll all be linked underneath for you. So make sure you hit that subscribe, because we'll be back with nearly daily videos again from today. Do feel free to check out my website and let me know your thoughts on that as well. And like I say, I'll link up the YouTube for that and the TikTok directly underneath. Everything you should need should be in the description, the pinned comment, or if you're watching on a different platform, just send me a message for what you're after and I'll help you out. Brilliant. I've been Doc Squiffy. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you soon. So over the last couple of weeks, you may have seen videos regarding Amazon, or even news posts or articles involving Amazon blocking streaming apps. And everyone's up in arms about Amazon blocking streaming apps, and I'm going to explain to you why it's not a bad thing. But first, before we do that, if you are brand new here, do remember to hit that follow button. And obviously, before we do anything on our Fire Sticks, we're going to load up our VPN. You should always be using a VPN on your Fire Stick for privacy and for opening up your geolog stuff. So if you need a VPN, just comment underneath, send me a message, or just check the description. You will find a link. So, as you'll see, which way are we? This way. Apps like FlixVision got disabled, blocks on Amazon, and this came with the latest update. And if you wanted to know how if you're updated to the latest version, in your My Fire TV, sorry, go to About, check for updates, and there you can update your device to make sure you're running the latest OS. This has happened to a lot of people in a lot of different countries on a lot of different versions, and they've blocked this one and 2 or 3 other streaming apps. But it's not quite as straightforward as it seems. They're not blocking them because they are streaming apps. Why they are blocking them is because they're running malware on them. So they're running malware, which means that these companies, they can use your IP address, hence why it'd be good to use a VPN anyway, but they can use your IP address, and they can either use it to like DOS somebody, brute force, group them all together. They can use it as maybe even sell to a VPN company as such, or a DNS company. So they can use your IP address because of the malware in this device. So they're not blocking the streaming apps, they are blocking the malware within it. So if there was an app like, say, even Downloader or Trace Vanish, and it had the same malware in it, that would be blocked. It's based around the malware within the app, not what the app does itself. So they're not specifically blocking streaming apps, it's just about what they can do themselves. So the key there is they're actually trying to do you a favour. They're trying to keep you safe. And that's what a lot of the updates are for from Amazon and Fire TV devices. Yes, I know they update things which annoys all of us. I know that. But other times it is security settings and trying to keep their devices safe and your device safe. And the last thing they need is all of your devices having an application on it with malware in it. So yes, we know it's a streaming app, but they've blocked a certain malware which is within these apps. And that there is to keep you guys safe online. Which, to be honest, fair play to them in that aspect. It'd be nice if they could stop messing around with everything else they normally do. But for now, we'll let them have this one. We're going to let them have that one. And what you need to do is keep yourself following. So with all the new updates which come probably every other day, we can keep you updated. So make sure you know what's going on, and you will see what's coming with the new updates, and we will keep you up to date whether they're good ones or not. If you're after that VPN, as we spoke about, that is linked directly underneath. We will link that in the description for you and the pinned comment, or just comment underneath and I'll send you the link, or you can message me on other socials. But a real quick video today, I wanted to make it away because everyone's moaning about Fire Sticks and Fire TV devices, and so many people use one, but actually what they're doing on this occasion isn't as bad as it seems. So as you know, on this channel we do a lot about Fire Stick, Fire TV settings, the settings you should turn off, the ones you should keep on, the ones you should tweak, that sort of stuff. But it turns out that Amazon are blocking on certain devices being able to access your privacy settings. I get comments under a lot of my videos regarding turning off your cookie consent and other privacy settings. I'll show you those in a minute. That you can't do it because as soon as you click on it, it kicks you back to the home screen and doesn't load up. And I'm going to show you how you can do it. And I'm also, this will be useful for all of you because you'll be able to do it on all devices really quickly without even being on your Fire Stick. Okay, first things first. Remember to hit that follow button, hit that subscribe if you're brand new here. Remember to drop me a comment if you've had this issue, and drop me a comment of any videos you may want going forward. And obviously get yourself your VPN if you're after one on your Fire Stick. So, I'm going to show you what settings I'm talking about. In your preferences, you have these settings here under privacy settings. And what happens is a lot of people click it and it kicks you to here, so you can't change it, okay? So, you're in your preferences, your privacy settings. Normally you can go down and turn all these off, which you need to turn off, la-di-da-di-da-da. But you don't need to do it there. What you can do, and this is really useful, let me show you. What you want to do is go to the Amazon website. So if you go to the Amazon website, which is on the same account as your Amazon Fire Stick, because you would have logged in on an account, it's easier on a desktop. You go to your settings, and then you go down to manage your content and devices. In here, you can actually manage every device you have. So you click on devices, and you can see I've got loads of devices here. You can actually look at your devices, and you can go in there and you can click on them. This is a good spot. You can deregister them, delete voice recordings, etc. Tells you quite a lot about your device. But actually, let me just move my head out the way. Just realised I'm probably in the way of most of this. Let's put you there for a second. What you can do, up here, there's one called privacy settings. If you click on Amazon device privacy, I'll go back up now. If you click on Amazon device privacy, what you can actually do, I've got 15 devices. You know, it's only because I review them and we've got all around the house, different sort of ones. You can select which ones. So let's go Fire TV, which they probably all are. If you click on Fire TV, this certain device, what you'll see underneath is your device usage data, interest-based ads, app usage data, and cookie consent. You can turn them off here, or you can reset them, and then you can just go along each one, and you can turn them all off in one place. And you can do that even if you're not there. Look there, sneaky one. The cookie consent is obviously turned back on during a update. So this is a very good way to check all your devices and check. Okay, certain one, 7th Fire TV, something went wrong, not sure on that one. Well, I would look at it. I don't even know which device that one is, so I'll have a check. Here, off, off, off. TV, this is my son's one, so they're probably all turned on. Nope, they're off. It's a shame you can't set it as a preference for all your devices. Alright, there's a certain ones which aren't coming up, are the ones which aren't turned on. I've realised that now. Look, another one. As they update, they tweak them back on. So it's really good. You can go through. I say anything which comes up with an error, it means it's not fired up. And a lot of these Fire Sticks I don't use anymore, you know, but I think we go all the way down to some of the really oldest at times. But that's a really good way to do it. You can also do your Alexa privacy while you're here. Good thing about the Alexa privacy is you can review your voice recordings and you can set up what you want it to do with your voice recordings. So you got in here, you got all your voice recordings. You can delete them all for the day, delete all recordings. There we go. You can change the settings on how much it does. Voice recordings, so you can enable it so you can delete it by voice. You can change. I mind save to don't save recordings, but how long do we leave that? Because you just saw I had a review voice history, so it's worth doing very often because they don't listen. Brilliant. So hopefully that helps for those guys who are struggling and those people who couldn't get those ones. But like you just saw there, I just did it for myself, and I could see the cookie consent was turned on, and it's been snuck back on certain devices. So it's a good way to manage all your devices in one place. Brilliant. If you're after that VPN for your privacy, privacy is very important on your streaming device. helps you stay safe online, helps you keep fast connection and not be throttled by your internet provider if you're accessing certain websites, and it also helps you access content around the world on your geolocked content. So get yourself a VPN, is linked underneath. If you can't find the link, just comment for me or send me a message and I'll be more than happy to help you out on there. Brilliant. So I've been Dog Squiffy. Thank you all for watching. Hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you soon. So Fire TV sticks, Firestick, the Vega OS. They've been threatening for about a year now. It's finally here. It did get rolled out a little while back on some Echo devices, but not on a TV device. And all that time, I've been saying it will not be rolling out on current Firestick and Fire TV devices. Seems to still be true. That's why you lot follow me. But they have rolled out a brand new Fire TV Select. Here, there, down there. Fire TV Select with the Vega OS on it. And everybody's going crazy. All going mad, wasting money, wasting this, wasting that. Yes, I was hating on it yesterday, but the issue is not with the operating system. The issue is with the device. Okay, so the Fire TV Stick Select is crap. It's going to be rubbish. It's just as bad as the Fire Stick Lite. The Fire Stick Vega OS is not the end of the world. The new operating system runs on the Linux system. We've been talking about it for a long time. If you've not heard about it, it's a different operating system away from Android, and a lot of people are panicking, thinking, oh, no Android, no streaming apps. It's still a TV device. Some of the most popular streaming devices out there, like Roku, for instance, run without using the base Android operating system. So this is running off Linux, which means majority of the applications will need to be more web-based, okay? The good news is most streaming applications can be web-based or are web-based very easily. They just need to be tweaked into the new format rather than in the Android format. So your standard ones aren't going to install onto it. Your standard ones aren't going to just install it, but apps can be made. You know, there's already a YouTube and Netflix. All your standard streaming apps are appearing on this new device already. The issue comes for the third-party apps. Those third-party apps, the developers will be able to make them if they want to, if there isn't big enough need for them. But the issue there, let's not worry too much about that now. The issue isn't with that operating system, the new user interface operating system. The issue is with the device they've launched for you guys, for me, for us, the general public. They obviously think we are idiots. So they've launched this new Firestick 4K Select, which has 1 GB of RAM. And yes, I know we don't need a lot of RAM on this sort of system because it's not so much resource heavy. But we all know with 1 GB of RAM, we're going to be running into certain issues straight from the off. You don't need a lot of RAM on a streaming device. 1.5 gig, 2 gig, is enough to run a couple of things at once. 1 gig of RAM is asking for trouble. We've still got 8 GB of storage on there, whereas the Firestick 4K Maxes, running at the higher 15, 16 GB, is perfectly a perfect amount. Perfect. They've lowered Bluetooth from 5.2 to 5.0, so they've cut that back as well. So it does support HDR10 Plus and HDR10 still, but Dolby Vision, no more. It just makes no sense. And it moves back to Wi-Fi 5. So a lot of the Wi-Fi 6 and 6E were rolling out. This device